My name is Shelach, and I'm a travelholic. People often ask me how I can afford roaming the planet the way I do. And the answer is simple: on a very, very tight budget. There will be no expensive resorts, no luxury restaurants, or private drivers. Join me as we take a journey down the road less traveled with a budget of only $10 a day. We have a week to go, so follow me. Indonesia is a country in Southeast Asia. Located just north of Australia, it's an archipelago with over 17,000 islands. Some of the main islands include Java, the most densely populated island in the world, Borneo, the third largest island in the world, Sumatra, famous for its coffee, and Sulawesi. Our 7-day journey will be taking us mostly through East Java and the island of Bali. Let's hit the road. Day number 1. Everyone, welcome to Surabaya, our first destination on the trip today. Surabaya is the second largest city in Indonesia, located in East Java. Sura meaning shark, Baya meaning crocodile. We're dropped off at the center of Surabaya. Just myself and my loyal cameraman and translator, Ryan. We notice a weird vessel across the river and decide immediately to go check it out. We are in front of a huge submarine, a Russian submarine that was purchased by the Indonesian army in the 60s and was in use until 1990. Now it's standing here in Surabaya as a monument. 50 cents, entrance to the monument. Into the submarine.
So submarine has 7 rooms. This is the first room. Yeah, the front torpedoes. Yeah. This is the torpedoes. The length 7 meter, weight 1.8 ton. That is original door, up and down the crew by sails. Up, looking up. This is the second room or officer room. There are beds for crew officers sleeping here. This is the first commandant. This is the end commandant, Mr. Imanzeki.
My first time in a submarine. 63 crew members had to fit into this small vessel with one toilet.
This is the engine. This is the electricity motor. Yeah. Used for submarine diving.
As we're walking through the submarine, I'm getting some weird looks from people around me. It's obvious they don't see a lot of foreign tourists walking through this.
Yeah.
Someone asked for a photo. I'd like to think she's confusing me with some movie star, but the truth is they just don't see travelers in these areas much.
Someone needs to clean the periscope.
The Pasopati is a Russian submarine. Day number 1, we're sitting down for lunch for the first time. Orange juice, chicken curry and rice, 85 cents. After a delicious lunch, we decide to head towards Pasar Ampel, the biggest Arab market in Surabaya.
You look happy.
Start check a ride. It's a bicycle.
Everyone.
Foot power, not horsepower. We got about 4 kilometers to go. Gonna cost us about $1.50. Becek is a great way to get around the city. It's cheap.
Oh my god.
It's bumpy, and it gets you close to the people, to the sights and the smells of the city, and the millions of scooters that crowd the streets. This is Pasar Ampel. It's the biggest market, the biggest Arab market in Surabaya.
Ini apa nih?
Rojak Madura.
Spicy
Maduris.
pedas. Terlalu pedas untuk saya.
Can you speak Indonesian?
Sedikit.
Sedikit.
Ngerti sedikit.
What's your name?
Sheila.
Jalan.
Yes. What's your name?
Amin.
Amin. Assalamualaikum.
My friend.
Woman.
Woman. My friend, woman.
Tinggal di Bali.
Oh, di Bali.
Ikan.
Dapat kamu di sini.
I wander around the streets of the market for a while, soaking everything in. The smell of the local food, colors, the the sounds from the near mosque, then decide to go further into the slums, to the harbor.
Nama Pak siapa?
Pada Miri.
Berapa lama Pak bekerja di sini?
Kerja di sini kurang lebih 15 tahun.
Oh,
Kerja beca.
umur Bapak Pak?
Umur 63.
3 Pak. Udah
63.
63 Pak ya?
Iya.
Udah punya keluarga Pak?
Udah punya cucu.
Udah punya cucu ya?
Kopi.
Hobi Pak, hobi.
Hobinya.
Ya.
Ya saya hobinya ya kerja ini.
Kira-kira Bapak sehari dapat berapa?
Satu hari. Ya kadang 40, 45, nggak mesti.
Kan Bapak dapat duitnya. Bapak buat duit itu buat diapa?
Untuk belanja rumah tangga. Ada saya ngaji, ada yang sekolah gitu. Ya untuk belanja.
Makan Pak berapa Pak?
Iya. Ya hampir sama belanjaan yang sekolah itu 45-an itu.
Oh, itu buat makan Bapak berapa Pak? Berapa?
Buat makan saya.
Ya Pak.
Hanya beli rokok dengan kopi di luar ini.
Oh, oke.
Makan.
Terus Pak, sering liburan gitu Pak? Enggak.
Ya kalau ada liburannya enggak.
Kita Pak,
Ya.
Bapak mau pergi kemana?
Ya kalau ya berapa 500 juta ya saya naik haji. Beli rumah. Saya udah punya rumah di sini.
Berapa sepatu yang Bapak punya?
Apanya?
Berapa sepatu yang Bapak punya? Udah 11 sepatu Pak. Bapak tahu nggak orang terkenal?
Dian
Oh, di Amerika.
Michael Jackson itu.
Oh, Michael Jackson. Oh, Michael Jackson. Kalau ulang tahun Bapak gimana Pak? Bapak pernah merayakan ulang tahun Bapak?
Belum pernah.
Belum pernah Pak.
Ya cuma di rumah-rumah baca-baca apa kalau waktu itu ada undang-undang tetangga ada.
Keluarga Bapak lebih berarti dari segalanya.
Ya anak-anak saya, keluarga saya jajan seperti itu.
Oh, betul Pak.
Tapi penghasilan ini nomor 2.
Woi,
Pokoknya perut tidak kosong, bisa ngerjakan berita Allah itu.
Oh, bisa
Mari itu ya, mari itu kerja.
Oh gitu, makasih Pak ya.
As we get closer to the harbor, I'm starting to get a feel of what poverty in a big populated city in Indonesia really is like. Between all the trash and chaos and traffic and trucks that look like they're being fixed for the 1000th time. You'll find kids running around naked and barefoot through puddles that are half rainwater, half sewage. Everywhere there's simple, primitive tools, simple and primitive toys. There amongst the piles of trash, right by the dumpster, I see someone bathing. And it saddens me. The laughter of kids playing, showing off for the camera, flashing peace signs, reminds me that there's laughter and happiness anywhere. We meet a family that recycles plastic. It's a much needed task in Indonesia as well as many other countries.
Satu ini 300. Ini berapa dapat? 120.000 Pak. We got 100.
Looking around me, it seems like the few efforts to be environmentally responsible are greatly overshadowed by the massive increased use of plastic.
Going back to the center of town, motorized becak, 20 cents. Pretty good deal.
Being a foreigner traveling in places like this, people will definitely try to take advantage of you. In this case, the driver's hoping I'll say keep the change. But since they're traveling on a budget, I have to insist. He doesn't seem happy at all. And if you're asking yourselves why so many scooters, that's because that's all it takes to carry the family around. I tried inquiring about the price of a chicken, but for some reason they didn't take me seriously. Decided to sit in on a domino game, where the losers apparently have to wear bottles around their ears. The more you lose, the more bottles hang off your ears.
Not sure what's going on. This is pretty amusing though.
Then came out the camera. How excited he was. This guy thought maybe I'll check out what's going on here. Who is this odd player that joined the game? But his wife decided he should have nothing to do with it. I didn't really understand the game, but as the bottles started weighing down the ears, it became obvious at least who was losing and who was winning.
Terima kasih.
Thank you.
After a bottle of water, I found a game down the street which I understood much better. Soccer is only the number 2 sport in Indonesia, the number 1 sport being badminton. It was so thick and humid, I had to have another bottle of water.
Here's our room for tonight. $3 a bed. Voila. Place to lay our head on. Take a rest on this awfully hot day. First night dinner. We got a delicious meal here. Nasi Madura, lime juice, $2.
After a very spicy, delicious meal, with only $1.20 left in our pockets for the day, we decide to give a donation of $1 before we call it a day and hit the sack.